Yo, dudes.
We put it this way. We got a request.
Yeah, we did. We got a request.
We got a request for a clip that provided more intel, more like up to date, like current, like
What's happening
up
at
to
the moment.
up to the hour, up to the moment, sort of information.
And that makes sense to me, and I kind of get it. The other part is it's all in the past. I mean, we're talking about like the way we present our film. And it's not that there's a right or wrong way. It's just more like, why did we make the choices we've made so far? About how to present it. And I feel like I'm on the spot about that because that really was my idea.
Yeah, it was my baby's idea, and I understand.
So that's kind of bizarre.
I understand our friend's dilemma when it comes to watching our clips, and
it not
even where it's
what
sort of difficult to make sense of, and like a traditional, in a traditional sense of sense. It's because I had the same problem, so I have sympathy for our friend, where I was like, baby, people aren't gonna know like what to hold on to,
It's
that
true.
we gotta be linear. People need a storyline.
I understand
People
that.
need to have some sense of, I don't know, like in your traditional story, it'll come in a form of like beginning, middle, and end, right?
And then
but
some people out there are going, Pshaw, this is postmodern age. You don't have to be tied to the linear narrative. And that's true too. But what we're finding is like a real, almost attachment to one way or the other of telling the story. And why do we have that attachment? And for me, it's like, I think we should provide an up-to-date one as soon as possible.
Well,
but that's going to be hard. We
obviously
can't do it yet.
The closest we could get, as per the request that we just got, this is that up-to-date clip, and we'll get this one up. We'll get this one up post haste, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it'll be today. It might be if I can open up space on the computer and all.
Well, I think one of the complaint as it was presented to us was that this clip I watched yesterday. You filmed that clip like 3 months ago, and I'm just now watching it.
But what
and the dates they were talking about was the clip was filmed in September, and we got it posted for them to watch in December. They were watching it from the perspective of.
What are they doing?
But what's happening now? We need because they're worried about us.
Well, I don't know if they're worried about us.
Or inquiring minds want to know,
my experience of watching the older clips isn't that I'm worrying about us or anything like that. It's more like I'm like, wait, I'm out of time and space as I understand it since the last clip. Sometimes, like the last clips I've posted, we were walking we were getting ready to go out for Halloween.
Okay, so like a cliffhanger almost, like.
Or like it's more like a puzzle.
Right.
And we put in a piece here or there or there or there or there, but they don't have the whole picture yet. We expect them to fill in some of the picture for themselves without.
This is what's beautiful is they have. So many of the ingredients at their fingertips, right?
Yeah.
Like, why are you asking questions? Go back and watch more clips, and it'll fill in the puzzle for you. You'll start to understand what is this about. We keep coming back to that question, and it's always the same answer. Well, easy answer is watch more clips, and then you'll have the answer.
But it's very strange because it's like, if you can think about it, it's not a puzzle. It's actually a story that's being presented as a puzzle in one sense only. In the sense of how that's one way we can look at it is this is a puzzle. To me, it's all been a damn puzzle. That's why I present it as a puzzle. You know what I mean? But it's
Right.
not just a puzzle, it's also a story. It
It's
is also
a
updating our friends about what we're up to.
it's a
That's part
quilt
it.
of sorts.
It's a what?
It's a quilt of sorts.
I like that.
And
Show them.
yeah, okay, we'll show them. So, okay, so we're trying to meet the request here, really.
Yeah,
So what's
probably
going
gonna
on? And we'll get
end
this
up-
out like ASAP. We'll get this out ASAP. And I don't know when that'll be, but for us, it'll be less than 3 months.
Yeah,
We're
it
sure
will
of
be
that.
less than 3 months.
But
Can you explain why, like there's validity in us not? We're not just posting our clips. I mean, it's important. I think we're doing that this time, but that's not how we. We're posting this clip because it's a request from a fan, not because that's how we post our clips.
No,
yeah.
and
we've done that for other.
And we will, of course, be
Posting
selective
clips
about
for our fans
which requests
is
we take.
a precedence that we've set. We post clips for our fans in dedication to our fans. Yes, that's how is consistent
our
about
one
this.
Our one
not the
particular
linear
fan will appreciate this. We reserve the right to practice this ourselves where it's appropriate, but where it comes to our clips and what we post and what we don't, ultimately I think of this quote of from Cold Comfort Farm,
Yeah.
where the character, the preacher, the vehement preacher character played by what's his name?
Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen, yeah, baby,
cool.
yeah. He says, "The Lord will provide, or not, as He sees fit."
Yeah.
And that's us with our clips.
Yeah.
But right now, it so happened that this request came to us, we'll just say, from the universe at just the right time for us to be in just the right place to say, wow, we always post just what we want at just the right time for just the right reason. And in this case, what we want to post is this clip.
Yeah, but here's the deal, hon. We don't have enough space on the computer.
Right.
We have to delete some stuff off, and we will do that.
Oh, yeah.
So we can't just automatically say that we're going to post a certain clip. We've done that 1,000 times, and maybe that is a precedent
that is.
But we can't. We've not
My
been
baby's
always
right.
able to follow through.
And
on
this is
it. So
this
I
is
don't like that part.
This is in fact.
I'd rather more like explain why we do it the way we do it, and say, yeah, we want to do that for you, but you have to agree to understand.
Oh yes.
From our perspective.
I'm glad you're telling them because
that's not how we do our clips. How we do our clips is not in a linear fashion to update our audience on just what we're doing. That's not, this is an art project. This is a work of art. And if you're not watching it from that perspective, and you're really too grounded in the literal, I mean, the literal is there. It has to be there. I said that the other day, like, I can't just do abstractions. They make no sense to me. But in our clips, they're grounded in the concrete things that are happening in the clips. And with us, you know what I mean? And what we want is for people to meet us on those terms. Otherwise, they're missing the whole damn thing. You know, but on the other hand, I want to honor that some people are watching our clips trying to figure out what are they doing now? What is it they're doing today? I worry about them. I'm concerned, or I don't know what it is. If they worry about us, if they're curious as hell.
I think we're kind of like the Oracle in the Matrix, that people tune into our clips and they probably get whatever they need. I bet that's what they get at any given moment, and then if they want, they can come back to the Oracle and hear more.
And here's something different. Okay, I like that, because it is, it is about, part of what it is for us is meeting the needs of our audience too, but also it's like a mutual relationship where yes, we meet their needs, but they also meet our need to be understood. If that makes sense. So like we want to understand them, that they need us to give them updated information. So I'm going to do that here in a minute. I'm going to try to work on some stuff and see if I can upload that and get it up there, because I've been wanting to upload a clip anyway. But then the other half of that is to please understand that this is not just a message in a bottle to our friends.
Right. This is
to the world, to everyone, and it's a work of art.
This isn't where you. This isn't where you go
to diminish anyone's friendship with us at all.
Find out.
I don't know. It's very, very hard. How do you say that without people getting their feelings hurt? Because I've worried about that. Like, I posted a clip for my daughter's birthday, and I'm like, well, should I monetize it? It's for my daughter's birthday.
Right.
And then I'm like, well, I don't want my daughter to think that this is all about the film clip and the art, but then it is about that too.
It is about.
You can't deny that.
Let's throw in another word while we're talking about this: entertainment. Yes, it's an entertainment.
It's all entertainment, yeah.
But it just what we provide is entertainment. However rich you want your entertainment to be, it's like certain things you can watch as entertainments, and you're not going to carry away anything of any value, really. It's like just eating sugar for breakfast and calling it a nutritious meal. That's good. We provide your sugar, but
we've got the sugar. We
got all of the other nutrients. If you want to find them there, that's your call. Take it or leave it.
Yeah, but we invite them to.
Yeah, we want them to.
That's why we provide it.
Of course.
Okay, so this is a real weird kind of like all of our clips, a really weird kind of like postmodern, addressing the audience, trying to understand our audience and really grapple with their feelings.
Right.
That in and of itself intrigues me, that there would be performers performing in the audience and somebody heckles them and says, "We don't want to see you doing that, we want to see you doing something else." And we sit down and stop the damn performance in a way. It's still a performance, but we stop the performance to perform a stopping of the performance. This is us performing the stopping of the performance and saying, okay, wait a minute, dudes, dudettes, what are you trying to tell us? Because we really want to hear you, but we also want you to hear us. It's like I hear someone saying, as maybe a close person in our actual real lives, going, wait, I need what I need from you as this close person in your life. And that is true. I want to really hear that. Because I have other people who are really close to me that they're very patient. They're very patient about not getting, like Wendy, my best friend Wendy. She doesn't ever tell me, I want you to do it this way or I want you to do it that way. She's a lot more distant. But I don't know. I'm not saying that's better. I'm not saying that's better, because that comes at a price too. She's not quite as involved in it as other people. So you see what I'm saying? It's not that I'm not saying anyone's wrong or right or anything. I think what I'm trying to point out is that we are trying to understand our audience.
And I think we're striking a really good
balance. And we want them to understand us.
Delicacy between the people we know personally and people we've never met.
We have to. It's only fair to.
And I'm glad that, because we're talking about it, that everybody out there will at least understand that we're trying. We're trying to be considerate of everybody.
Try to look at it from a variety of perspectives too. We think there are people out there who don't think we're funny.
I know, we think
and
they're
we
crazy,
think, why aren't you putting effort? Put effort into seeing us as funny. And then you're going to get even more enjoyment and enrichment and entertainment out of it.
It's a weird concept, because you know what people will say. They'll say, you shouldn't have to try to find something funny, it'll just be funny.
Right.
But maybe it's because
we have a new language of funny.
Yeah, and you have to expand your consciousness.
That language of funny,
that's going to sound kind of brutal, but there it is.
We're just like we're trying to do with our audience. And look at it from a different perspective. But okay, I guess everybody's going to have the up-to-date, this is what's happening right now deal today. So we better get on it.
Okay, so
Okay.
like right now we're...
And that said, we ain't making no promises. I'm gonna do my best, and we decide really what goes on the, not one of us, not both of us.
You know, it's
I
funny
mean, not,
because
not the other of us, but both of us.
I have
you know?
I have a weird roundabout meandering way of doing things, and what I was
I
really
never
trying
want it
to
to be
actually
this
stress
mean.
in all of this was
I
everything
don't
that my
think it
baby
is.
ended up saying. Yeah, you know, that stuff is how it is, or
It is. It just really is
and,
how it is. You know, even if we want it a different way,
Yeah.
sometimes the universe says, no, you're going to do it this way.
And
That's the way it
we'll
is,
say this,
so.
and this is all we'll say. This is all we'll ever say. And I think my baby will agree to this. We'll do what we can do when we can do it. And that's,
Yeah,
you
and
know.
our hearts are in the right places, and that's what matters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
no matter who watches this clip, whenever they watch it, and
Yeah.
whatever part of the sequence of our clips that they watch it,
Yeah.
it's going to be of enormous value to
It's
them.
going to be really,
So,
really wonderful.
so this
and
clip, in
beautiful and
essence, is
cool.
no different than any other clip we do. It's one for the ages. It's one for
Yeah, we're in eternity, you know. We're eternal together. Me and
Yeah.
my baby are in an eternal relationship, and we're sharing it with you guys and connecting with you guys in that. You know, we're sharing an eternal moment. You know, all of us.
It's really
That's
very
why the time
cool
thing is
what we're
cool.
doing, yeah.
In the sense of, yeah, you may be disconcerted about going back there or over there or over there, or where are they and why are they,